Hello Year 4. Welcome to our World Book Day English lesson based on the book The Proudest Blue by Ibtihaj Mohammed, S.K. Ali, with art by Hatim Ali. Now if you haven't watched the video yet, do so now and you can always come back to this lesson afterwards. A link to the book will have been in this morning's home learning email. Okay, let's begin. We're going to be looking today at similes and using similes to create powerful descriptive language, much like the authors of The Proudest Blue do in this book. We're going to be thinking about something really important to us and producing a special piece of writing all about it. But first of all, what is a simile? Pause the video, have a think, maybe write down some ideas. Okay, let's see what we've got, shall we? A simile is a comparison between two objects, a way of comparing two things. It is a way of describing an object, and it is a type of figurative language. Okay, that's what a simile is, but what does a simile look like? Well, a simile describes an object as being like something else. The moon was like a spotlight shining down on us. The sea was like a mirror reflecting the clouds above. I've highlighted the similes here in red. Let's have a look a little closer. To write an effective simile, you describe an object in your mind. So I've highlighted the sea here. I'm picturing a sea which is flat and smooth and shiny. When I think of the sea, I imagine that I can see clouds and seabirds reflecting in it and the bright blue of the sky. The sea in my mind is calm and peaceful. So flat, smooth, shiny, reflective. What else is flat, smooth, shiny and reflective? A mirror. You think of another object which is similar. The sea was like a mirror. If you close your eyes, you can picture that sea now, flat, smooth, and calm. It's not describing a sea in the middle of a storm, but it's describing the sea that the author wants you to picture. Let's look at some of the similes used in The Proudest Blue by Ibtihaj Mohammed and S.K. Ali. Asia's hijab is like the sky on a sunny day, always there, special and regular. Asia's hijab is like the ocean waving to the sky. It's always there, strong and friendly. So you can see the word like highlighting our similes in these two bits of descriptive writing. Okay, quick check now. Copy out the simile in each of these sentences. If there isn't a simile in the sentence, leave it blank. I'll read the sentences now, then you can pause the video and copy out the similes. Number 1. Growling like a bear, the bully walked across the playground. Number 2. The thief wanted to steal the beautiful jewels. Number 3. I had to shield my eyes from the sun which shone like a diamond. Number 4. My heart was filled with joy, like a balloon filled with air. Okay, pause the video and write down any similes that you can see. Off you go. Okay, should we check your answers? How did you do? I've highlighted in red all our similes. Growling like a bear, the bully walked across the playground. I can picture that bully now, all mean and growling and bear-like. Uh-oh, there wasn't a simile in number 2. I hope you didn't copy anything from number 2. There's no simile there. Number 3, I had to shield my eyes from the sun which shone like a diamond. Oh, can you imagine a sun in the sky sparkling and glittering like a diamond hanging up there among the clouds? Lastly, my heart was filled with joy like a balloon filled with air. The simile there is like a balloon filled with air. Just imagine your heart filled with joy so much it's swelling up like a balloon. Did you spot the word like in each of our similes there? Make sure you use like in your similes today to make sure that you meet the learning objective. Okay, let's make a start on our main task now. You are going to produce some descriptive writing based on something that is important to you, like Asia's hijab in the proudest blue. You might want to use some of your ideas from this morning's art lesson. In art this morning, you had to focus on something that was important to you. You can use that same thing in today's writing. Now, the first thing you have to do is think about something that is important to you. It can be a person, or an object, or an idea. It can relate to your culture, or religion, or just to you personally. If you're stuck, here are some possible ideas. It could be friends or family, a holy or special book, a holiday souvenir, an important object, something that you can write about. I hope that you've paused the video and written down the important thing that you're going to write about in today's lesson. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, then you have to describe the thing that you have chosen. Now, I've chosen family there. My family is important to me. But whatever it is that you've chosen, you can put in the middle. You can start to think, how would we describe that object, that thing? How would I describe my family? Here are some of my ideas. Brave, strong, clever, warm, and funny. Okay, I want you to pause the video and think of 4 or 5 words that could describe your special and important object. Only use words, not phrases yet. We'll come on to more description later. So 4 or 5 words that describe your special object. Pause the video and have a go now. Okay, you should now have 4 or 5 words to describe the special object or special thing that you're going to write about today. Let's see what comes next. Okay, then we need to think of other things that we can describe in the same way. So here are my 5 words here: brave, funny, clever, warm, strong. Funny, brave, strong, clever, warm. They're my 5 words. And I have to think, what else is brave? What else could I compare my family to if I'm thinking about bravery? Well, I could think of soldiers, fighters in some way, stuntmen, daredevils. All these people are brave. Okay, what about funny? What other things are funny? Comedy programs are funny. Jokes are funny. Clowns are funny. What else is clever? Scientists are clever. Maths books are clever. Inventors are clever. Warm. What's warm? Hugs are warm. A summer's day is warm. The seaside is warm. And lastly, what is strong? Lions are strong. Bears are strong. Weightlifters are strong. Okay, I want you to think of the 5 describing words from the last slide that you're going to use to describe your special object, and think of a few other things that you can also describe in the same way. Pause the video and have a go now. Now, once we've written out a list of things that we can describe in the same way, we're going to want to choose one of those things. So here I've written my first line. My family are brave like soldiers. Now that's my simile here. My family are brave like soldiers. But I want to add a little bit more description, a little bit more detail to make it clear why I think that. My family are brave like soldiers, facing anything that comes their way with courage and determination. I want you to choose one of your descriptions, one of your similes, write it out in your book, and then add a bit more detail explaining why those two things are similar. Just write one sentence for me now. Okay, so when you've written your one descriptive sentence, I want you to do the same thing for each of the other descriptive words. So for each of these words here, brave, funny, clever, warm, strong, I'm going to choose one of the things that I've chosen to describe in the same way. I'm going to use that one thing in my simile. So for brave, I chose soldiers. Let me show you some other examples. My family are funny like the most hilarious joke. They make me laugh until tears run down my cheeks. My family are warm like a hug, squeezing me tight when I feel down. So I've got my simile and I've got more detail explaining why those things are similar. I've got my simile and I've got more detail explaining why those things are similar. You should end up with 4 or 5 descriptive sentences describing that special thing in your life. Here's my final example just to show you. My family are brave like soldiers, facing anything that comes their way with courage and determination. Funny like the most hilarious joke, they make me laugh until tears run down my cheeks. Warm like a hug, squeezing me tight when I'm feeling down. Strong like a pride of lions, we protect each other. Clever like a scientist, solving the trickiest of problems together. Now you can present your work however you want. You can write it neatly and display it on a fresh page of your homework book. You could try and write it on or around your artwork from this morning. However you present your work, we'd love it if you could send a photo or scan it and send it to us on the class mailbox so we can share your fantastic writing. I hope you enjoy writing some beautiful descriptive language about something that is important to you. Any problems, just email the class mailbox and we'll help. Okay, over to you now.